Sales and marketing are like salt and pepper. In my book, Evergreen Assets, I explain that you've got to get this seasoning mix just right. Too much sales salt, and it's going to taste awful. It's going to leave a horrible taste in people's mouth. Not enough of the marketing seasoning, and no one's going to be interested. No one is going to be even aware that you exist. Now, the example I used of getting this mix horribly wrong in Evergreen Assets was the restaurant owners of Tenerife. I love to visit Tenerife with the family, and the one thing that always just niggles me a little bit is when you walk down the strip, and I know it's not just Tenerife that suffers from this, but you walk down the strip and there are restaurant owners trying to force you, manhandle you almost into their restaurant. And I just don't deal with that level of high pressure sales salt. So like, well, hang on a minute. I don't know if your restaurant's any good. Why is it empty? Why are you trying to force me in? So I wrote about this in Evergreen Assets, which came out in 2001. So we recently returned to Tenerife, and I'm pleased to report that the restaurant owners of Tenerife have actually picked up this book and learned all their mistakes, all gone, and they're all now perfect. No, they're not. They're still doing the same old thing. In fact, if anything, it's worse now because they are so close to getting it right. And there's this one restaurant, so it is right on the front. So it is literally, you've got the beach here and the restaurant backs onto the beach. You've got a massive promenade right in front of it. So you've got thousands of people walking past it every day. The restaurant has a fantastic ocean view. From what I saw, the food was good. We didn't go in to eat, as I will explain in a moment. But the restaurant is slightly elevated. So there is a big retaining wall on which they have some fantastic marketing assets. They have huge menus in multiple languages: French, Spanish, English, Russian, I think maybe Portuguese as well. There's some photos of the dishes. So any of those thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are walking past can stop and peruse the menu and find out. My kids are a little bit older now, but it used to be back in the day, do they do chicken nuggets for the kids? And is this something that the adults will enjoy too? Brilliant. You can stop, you can peruse the menu, you can choose to go in a restaurant. Only you can't, because there's a chugger outside going, hey, come on in. Hey, do you want a drink? Hey, we've got the best steaks in town. Hey, family, would you like that? Oh, no, I've just said no to the guy 3 doors down, and the guy next door, and the guy after that. You've got to get this blend just right. There was another restaurant we went to which thought was brilliant. They had, again, the menus outside. You can go in at your leisure. Fantastic. We get in there and suddenly there's no service. Excuse me, could we have a menu? Oh, yes, of course, there you go. Thank you. 10 minutes later, excuse me, can we order from the menu? Oh, yes, of course you can. Great. An hour later, excuse me, where's our food? And then 3 hours later, yeah, could we please just pay the bill and leave? We haven't got time for dessert now. We're just going to leave. That is when sales needs to come in. So marketing is getting people in the door. Don't try and use sales tactics to get people in the door, to get people aware of you. When they are in, that's when you need a little bit of sales salt. So those two restaurants, one overdid it on the sales and that got in the way of marketing, and the other, the marketing was doing a fantastic job, but the sales, the after sales, was non-existent. I will end with a good story, and that is an ice cream shop which had a fantastic wheel to get people in. It was spin the wheel of fortune type thing to get some free toppings. Got people in, we sat in, we ate an ice cream, and then the owner came up and said, hey, was everything okay? Yes, it was. Fantastic. Can I get you anything else? Coffee? Hot chocolate? Oh, go on then. We ended up spending another €13. That is perfect sales seasoning after the marketing seasoning has done its job. I'll speak to you soon.